In the temple garden, you may notice here and there the huge spread of hobak, our Korean pumpkin plants. Their healthy green vines grow more each day, blossoming with bright yellow flowers and bringing tender green baby pumpkins. Isn't this divine? In its early stage, this hobak is like a summer squash, so yummy when stir-fried or steamed. If we let it grow, the hobak becomes a huge, round, yellow pumpkin, which we often use to make a soup or shred for Korean pancakes, which you can taste at our Fall Festival open house. Every year, I witness the divine power of a hobak. Can you say the word hobak?
Hobak.
They start as one small seed, and then they grow, and grow. Reverend Sean used a time-lapse camera to see how fast they can grow. The video shows that as the vine grows, they stretch and swirl and dance like a dragon. One hobak plant can cover the entire garden. It is amazing to see how much potential one small seed can hold. One small seed. This tiny seed is brimming with life. It contains countless rich green pumpkin leaves. It contains bright yellow pumpkin flowers. It contains scrumptious pumpkins, small and big. Because of the robust nature of this plant, we only have to offer it a little support, watering and fertilizing, and gently directing some of the new shoots. It is fascinating to see how the tip of the pumpkin vine is like an antenna determining the direction of the plant's growth. The vine's curly tendrils grab anything nearby for support. Pumpkin knows how to spread on the ground. They rely on the grass. They rely on nearby black-eyed Susan. They rely on bushes and trees for support. They demonstrate the truth of interdependence for our life journeys. Even a pumpkin plant knows the grace of heaven and earth and the grace of fellow beings. I appreciate that pumpkin plants work hard to reach their fullest potential. My daily routine is to greet them and check on their vines, some growing inside the garden, some crawling on nearby trees, and some creeping across the walking path. Those growing on our concrete walking path can easily be stepped on and trampled. So I gently lift their shoots to redirect the vines toward fertile soil. Whenever I do that, I deeply feel connected with my teachers and mentors who did the same for me. In the past, with a youthful, unruly energy, I sometimes just kept going forward without much foresight, bumping into things, being in the way of others, and sometimes even scratching and hurting myself. With loving compassion, my wise teachers deeply observed me and adjusted my direction sometimes verbally, sometimes non-verbally. In verse 6 from chapter 10, Belief and Dedication, the founding master discussed the value of honoring and trusting the guidance of Dharma teachers. He said, "There are some among you who, despite forming a teacher-student relationship with me, have not preserved that trust. By remaining attached to your own talents and opinions, you try to carry on as you please. What value is there then in finding me?" In the same verse, Sotaesan alerted us that we practitioners must always keep our hearts open to our teacher's guidance. Only in this way, he said, will our hearts and minds mutually connect with the hearts and minds of our teachers, and the effort on both sides will not be wasted. Following a teacher's advice is not always easy. Many Dharma teachers caution us about our ego-driven stubbornness. The same is true with the pumpkin plants. When I try to untangle a pumpkin's tendrils, they resist. Their grasp is quite strong, a gripping stubbornness. I am amazed by their tight, tangled resistance. Uncurling pumpkins' tendrils is not unlike uncurling the fingers of a tight fist. After releasing the tendrils' grip, I am able to gently shift the direction of the vine. I almost hear the pumpkin plant yelling at me. "What do you think you are doing? I was comfortable just as I was." Then I whisper, "I know, but trust me, this is necessary." The redirected vine may appear uneasy at first, but it quickly adjusts. This adjustment reflects the Dharma of letting go and surrendering to guidance. In a pumpkin plant, we see it's a vital force, a pure surging energy with a great aspiration and dedication for growth. Similarly, with a great dedication and zeal, we practitioners also aspire for spiritual growth. But if we are attached just to our own way of doing things, those parts that fit our picking and choosing minds, we persist in growing along limiting paths that ultimately will not serve us well. A young man who attended our temple many years ago had read some books by a Zen priest who was also a former punk rock musician. The young man could not understand why we didn't do things in a way that was punk. Because he felt that the Dharma should be made to fit that external identity, he did not attend our temple very long. Years later, he came back as an adult and said, "You know, I was reluctant to accept any guidance because I thought I knew better than you." He is now a dedicated practitioner who actively seeks the counsel of mentors. He carries the spirit of divine hobak pumpkins. Like the pumpkin vine, our spiritual growth requires openness to guidance, interdependence, and the willingness to let go of ego-driven resistance in order to reach our full full potential. With humility and receptiveness, we transform. Because Hobak is too open to changing the path of its growth, it becomes more prolific and abundant. Its fruit graces our temple kitchen, and we are blessed to share its delicious bounty with the friends. Dear temple pumpkin vine, I so admire how you climb, your tendrils tightly intertwined. But it's your openness to growth I love the most. Divine temple vines, I bow to you. And you. And you.